How often is she driving down to Florida to become a Disney blog person?
Okay, well, she kind of like prioritizes her own happiness and like Disney above like anything else. She goes maybe about 3 times a year at least.
Hello?
Hey,
Hey there, what's your name?
my name's Logan.
Logan. How you doing, Logan? What's up?
This is Lyle, right?
Yep, this is Lyle. This is me. It's weird to have a name. It's weird to be alive. It's too psychedelic. I've been having too many psychedelic thoughts lately. I need to return back to reality. I need to stop at stop signs and use a coupon at the grocery store and put a new roll of paper towel on the paper towel holder, and wash my hands when I go to the bathroom, and get mad at a cashier that was rude to me. Like, it's just like grounding human things. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, Logan?
Oh yeah, hey, definitely stop at stop signs for sure.
Yeah.
Almost got hit by a car today.
You almost got hit by a car today. What was that like?
It was pretty sensational. I thought I was about to die. Live flashed before my eyes.
What'd you see when your life flashed before your eyes?
Probably say saw the ocean. Yeah, I think I saw the ocean. It was something big and blue. So.
You saw the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Well, Logan, it's okay if not, man. We can just shoot the shit and talk, but did you have something in particular that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I wanted to call and tell you about my girlfriend curse.
Girlfriend curse?
Yeah, or it's more of a curse for them, but not for me.
Okay, sure. What is it?
Yeah, so basically, I've dated like these 5 girls, and like they've cheated on me, but like almost every time something bad, like really, like karma bites them in the butt, basically.
Okay, hold on 1 second. You dated 5 different women and they all cheated on you?
Yeah, not all at once, but yeah, they all cheated on me.
There's gotta be. Hold on, how old are you?
I'm 18.
You're 18.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you've dated, and how long over the course of how long did you date these 5 different women?
Most of the time, all those relationships lasted maybe 5 months, and then they cheated. Besides one of them.
Okay, this is a bizarre situation. And you're 18. I mean, these aren't even real. I guess this is like high school stuff. None of this is all precursory to anything.
Yeah, this is high school, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I almost sure. I mean, what's the curse?
So, okay, the curses all the time, like when the girls would like date me, when I found out like they cheated on me or something like that, like something like bad happened to them, like something either embarrassing or it was just something that they really like cared about, kind of like either like broke or like something bad happened. It was just it's crazy.
Okay. Oh my God, you're. I mean, these aren't even. This isn't even anything. I mean, I want to talk. I don't know why I'm like. I feel like you're my son or something. Do you want to talk about like where are you gonna go to college? What are you gonna do with your life, man?
Oh yeah, I'm going to college to go become a traveling nurse. I want to explore the world.
Oh, that's so wonderful. A traveling nurse.
Mm-hmm.
What does a traveling nurse do?
They basically sign contracts with different hospitals, and like I'm pretty sure they like either teach other nurses stuff or like they do special things. I'm not really sure exactly, but they make a lot of money and they get to travel, and that's what I look for in life.
Cool, man. Where's on your list of places to travel?
I want to go to Japan, Egypt, the Bahamas. And
Cool.
there'll probably be some other places.
Those are all great places. I've never been to Egypt or the Bahamas, but actually, I've heard varying things about Egypt. But you know, whatever. You got to go to these places to figure it out. Don't be too sore about the. First of all, you have a great life plan. I'm excited for you. Don't be too sore about these girls cheating on you. That's not even. I don't. Did they even cheat on you? I don't. This is. It's like just so not real. Like, what did they just snap? I don't. I can't even begin to dissect this situation or even desire to call it a situation. Not to downplay your, but also a little bit to downplay your situation, because I think it's worth being downplayed. You have a much brighter future ahead of you. So I'm not worried about you at all. I'm so excited for you to traveling nurse. That'll be good, man. That'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sad at all. I'm living my best life right now.
Rock and roll.
Going to the gym, getting my life on track.
Cool, man. What are you benching these days?
I'm benching about like 110ish. Not really doing the best. But my legs, on the other hand, I'm doing good on legs. I'm squatting like I think it's like 240, 260,
cool.
Something like that.
Cool, man. Cool. Well, all right, man. Look, I'm gonna let the lines clear for, you know, there's people out there who you know, are in deep pain and suffering. We want to talk to them. No, I'm just kidding. But you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Is there anything else you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
Yeah. You guys don't let your girlfriend or your boyfriend, if they cheat on you, something like that, don't let them bring you down. You got a whole life ahead of you. Experience it.
Beautiful.
Love y'all.
All right, take care, man.
Thank you.
Hey, what's your name?
Hey, let's say my name is Corn.
Corn. What's up, Corn? How you doing? What's going on?
Doing okay today. It's a beautiful day outside.
It is. It's a nice day outside. It's a nice day outside. What, did you go out? Did you do anything?
Today, not really. I mean, everyone else is going out. The windows are open though, and the sun is shining, so it's a good day, I think.
Corn, is there anything in particular that you wanted to talk about today?
Yes. My mother is a wannabe Disney influencer.
Ooh. Continue.
Yes. So she kind of like prioritizes her own happiness and like Disney above like anything else, including her children. One of which is still a minor, but she the first time she kind of ran away to Disney, she wouldn't answer our phone calls or texts, and like blocked me, my dad, and my sister, so she would stop getting calls from us.
She's just at Disney alone?
She wants to be like a Disney blogger, to like make like content, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She wants to like live stream, I guess, and be famous.
Okay. Well, how old are you? How old are you? And is like you, and how old is your brother or sister?
I am 22. My middle sister, who she takes with her, is 19, and then our youngest sister is 17.
So you have wait, you said your mom takes your sister with her?
Yeah, she takes the middle sister with her.
Oh.
But just her.
Do you not want to go with her?
No, she never asks or invites us. She never really tells me anything or anyone anything anymore. She kind of just does whatever she wants without any like consequence because she can.
Yeah, your mom's gone off the deep end.
Oh yeah, she also, let's see here. We had gambling issues.
Oh man.
She decided to buy a bunch of dogs after her mom died. And so right now her like entire life is Disney and these dogs. Which kind of sucks because like, you know, like I don't live at home anymore, but she really doesn't really reach out or anything like that. It's all about the dogs and Disney.
Yeah, that fucking sucks, man. Cause it's weird. It's hard with you when you have a thing like this with your parents. Like, have you like sat her down for a conversation and been like, listen, I'm trying to have you in my life, and you just keep running away to Disney World.
Yeah, basically we have. I remember, you know, like calling her and like basically like crying, being like, why are you doing this? Like my sister who's 17, she was like 16 at the first time she was like 15 or 14. And we're just like upset because she's not answering the calls and ignoring all of us. And I remember I was crying. I'm like, Mom, why aren't you answering? Why do you care more about Disney and than us? You just left all your responsibilities at home. What about your dogs? You just abandoned them and forced our father to take care of them when he has a full-time job. He has to do on top of everything.
Well, are you guys in
Go
Florida, or is she like taking plane trips?
No, she's driving.
What state are you in?
We're in New Jersey.
She fucking is driving. She's driving. How often is she driving down to Florida to become a Disney blog person?
Okay, well, right now she has this stupid thing called a job so she can't like take as much time off as she wants to spend in Disney. But she needs a job to pay for Disney, so she has to work, unfortunately. So sad. So sad.
Okay.
But she used to, the longest she was there was maybe 6 weeks once. And then she goes maybe about 3 times a year at least.
So what's up with you? What are you doing? Are you like in school or something?
No, I've worked like ever since I was like legally able to. Actually, I was kind of thinking about that recently. I feel like it's kind of like sad that like my sister who's 17 right now, she has 2 jobs right now, and then my other sister who's 19, she has a job too. And I'm just like, I think about the fact that like, as soon as all of us were legally able to work, even though we're not like struggling, we were never like, my dad had a good job, but just my mom was so irresponsible with money. It just like never felt like we had any money. So now I'm trying to make sure my sister who's 17 doesn't fall into the same trap I did, where I gave up most of my high school years to working and didn't do anything fun socially.
Well, do you have dreams for the future moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, like, I want to do things, like, I have goals and aspirations, but like, bottom line is I really miss my family. I miss having, they don't even live my family home is 20 minutes, 15 minutes away, but I can't do that. I can't even go see them. You
can't rally your mom or your dad or your siblings to
we've tried.
Get to go to therapy or something like that, can you?
She claims that this is good for her anxiety or something. Like, we all stress her out, and this is for her mental health. And I'm like, I always tell her, what about my mental health and your other daughter's mental health and our father's mental health? Who, you know, we're all miserable because, like, first of all, when she's not, my dad, he works in the city, and you know, someone he gets to work from home most of the time, but he has a hybrid schedule. So there were times when like I had to literally take off of my job that I need to support myself, so she can go take my sister to school, because my dad had to go into the office. And like I don't want to know how much money, but I bet it's tens of thousands of dollars in the past couple of years. Yeah.
You know, listen. Here's the thing, and I'm just gonna give it to you straight. Is this? What's your name again?
Let's go with Corn.
Corn. Oh yeah, Corn. Corn. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I fucking I don't know. I'm not a family therapist. I'm fucking a dumb little boy. And you know, I can only tell you things that are how I would operate if I was in your situation. There's a weird natural, I guess, unraveling of things as you get older, I suppose, of like friend groups and family, you know, and sometimes it's like, I don't know, at this point, if you've rallied everyone together, if you can keep a good, it sounds like your mom has gone off the fucking deep end, but like, if you can keep a good relationship going with your sisters, like, I would just focus on that. I would just focus on like rallying the troops that want to stay on board. Because if your mom is going to Disney World and she doesn't give a fuck, like, first of all, I'm really, really sorry to hear that, because that's just sucks. But like, who's left? Like, who can you rally that's left? How can you stay in touch with your siblings? How can you, let your siblings know that you're still there for them? How can you, keep doing fucking dinners, keep going to their house? Like, just, if you want your family back, like, try to have a positive relationship. Because I'm sure that your maybe not the one that is being dragged along to Disney. I actually can't tell if she likes your mom more or hates her more than the people who
compliant. But like, the thing is like, she has like some mental developmental disabilities.
Okay.
And she is clung to my mom for dear life.
Okay.
I told her, like, I told her, like, listen, Mom, like, I don't mean, like, because she's always had issues. She was physically violent to me as children.
Okay. And
I always was like, Mom, you have to do something before it's too late. When she turns 18, you cannot force her anymore. You have to do this. She's like, oh, no. And then next thing you know, she after she turns 18, she's calling me, complaining, your sister's a monster. She's doing all this stuff. I'm like, you made her a monster. You made her that way. And she's in great denial about it. She's in denial about everything. There's never a problem. It's always us being the problem. We stress her out. Because of me crying to her, that stresses her out. So she needs to stay longer in Florida.
What about your younger sister?
Like, her track, she's good. I mean, right now she's doing really good in school. I'm really proud of her, actually. But like, the issue is that my mom also is she's also a hoarder. So I can't really go to the house really and hang out with them.
Here's the thing is here's what I'll say, and you should really go talk to a real therapist about this, because I'm not.
Yeah, I know.
I look. Here are just two things I will say from just my perspective on the situation. Is try your fucking best to it sounds like the younger sister. I mean, I don't know what's up with your dad. I don't know if your dad is just kind of in quiet.
Oh, my dad's miserable. He's miserable. There's no love in their relationship, but she won't leave, and he can't legally kick her out. And my dad's basically just trying to hope, at least until my sister graduates high school and she can go off to college, and then do something, because right now there's no real option.
Okay, so here's what I'll say is, like, the family members that have not jumped ship into whatever, like, whoever's left that you can have a relationship with, try your best to have a relationship with them. Like, it sounds like you're the sister that's still in high school. It sounds like you can continue to have a good relationship with her. It sounds like you can continue to have a good relationship with your dad. Try your best to do those things. And then for the remainder of time, like, if you need to, like, chill on hanging on seeing, because this situation, you sound like it's driving you fucking mad. And you have a life, dude. You're 22. You can fucking go. You're 22. You're a hard-working person. Okay, Corn? You're a hard-working person. You've been working your entire fucking life. You're a young person.
I know.
Hold on. You have so much potential to fucking go out on you live alone? You left the house, right?
Yeah, I left the house. Yeah.
Okay, do you live by yourself? You live with roommates?
Yeah.
Do you live by yourself? Do you live with roommates?
With roommates. Sorry, I don't know.
You live with roommates. You had enough initiative coming from this crazy situation to work your way so that you're out of the house, independent, on your own. I assume paying your own bills and shit. And for the rest of your fucking life, you just have the work ethic. You have you just, for whatever fucking craziness you came from, right? Like, just hold tight on the fact that the rest, you have the potential to just make a fucking great life for yourself beyond this.
Yeah.
So just
I
do
know.
do me a favor, and I know that you're trying really hard to keep your family together, and you should keep your relationship going with the people who you really desire to keep a relationship going. And I also know, and I'm talking out of my ass, and I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know it's painful. I know it's so fucking painful to, like, be a part of this, and I know it's gonna take a while to get over that pain and to fucking feel that pain, but just on the other side of that pain is a great life. One day you'll fucking meet someone, right? And you'll eventually have kids, and you'll be able to have the agency to make a household that's not as fucking crazy as the one that you grew up in, and you'll be able to have friends that, like, you just don't. The worst thing from my perspective that could happen in this situation is that you spend so much time trying to fix this thing with your mom that is unfortunately a lot of it is out of your control, because if your mom is crazy, and that's her own battle, and you've done, it sounds to me like everything you've fucking done, everything you can to get the family back together. But I would just hate if you, after spending so much time doing that, were doing it. We're now in active neglect of your own life's potential. So again, if I were you, just salvage the relationships that salvage and invest in the relationships that you can with your sister, with your dad, with your mom if she comes around, with your other sister if she comes around. But take your focus away from, my mom is crazy and this is your focal point of my life, and just move it and just, like, bring it forward to, like, what's going on in Corn's life, you know?
My dad always tells me that you need, like, as much as you care about me and your sisters, you have to live your own life. You can't let us hold you back from living. And I know it's the truth, and I hate to have to come to terms with it, but it's the truth. And I can't grow if I'm stuck worrying about them. That's an issue I have. I worry about a lot of people.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I have a good support system, I think. It's just like, as an adult, I've come to realize these patterns that my mom in behavior, they're not new. They've always been like this. They're just like, I notice it more because I'm more self-aware. My mom had me I was a child model, and, like, I never saw a penny of that. And, like, I didn't realize it at the time, but one time my mom told me that $500 is more than $800. She can spend $300 on jewelry.
Listen, again, I with Corn. Listen, Corn. Again, I'm sorry that you should probably go talk to a real therapist about all this stuff too. But what I really have to say is, like, hold down sight on your own fucking life. Okay, try to have within the craziness. Hold on tight to the hope that you're gonna have a great life. You're gonna if it's what you want. I don't know if it's what you want, but if one day it's what you want to have your own family and whatnot, you know, you can do that. You can live a great life, and if you do decide that you want to have a family in the future, you can take their asses to Universal Studios because it's much better anyway.
Yeah.
Corn?
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
Is there anything else you want to say to the people of the computer before we go?
I'm trying to think here. I don't know. I mean, is there any like anyone have a question or anything like that in the chat, or I could answer? I just, you know, it's just really I know I have to love myself more and put myself above all the things.
That's what you should do.
But I just have to accept that part. That's the hard part I can't accept, is that, you know, I need to stop loving others more than myself.
Good luck, Corn. Just again, I'll say it for the 500, for the, you know, I don't know how long I've been ranting, but just try beyond the craziness to find a good path forward for your own life, okay? And just try to focus on that shit.
I will. I really appreciate it, Gek.
All right, take care, Corn. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I truly do believe that the rides at Universal Studios are a lot better. What does Universal Studios have? Well, first of all, Universal Studios, they have the Mario ride, which is good. Actually, I didn't like the Mario ride that much. Here's the problem with the Mario ride. Is that it was a shooting ride and it was a 3D ride, but it also had, like, physical sets. You know? So, like, there was too much going on. And I, like, occasionally I would, like, take my 3D glasses off and have to look around at the physical sets. You know what? Maybe I'll have a family and abandon them and become a Universal Studios blogger. That sounds kind of fun. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's your name?
Anthony.
Anthony. What's up, Anthony? How you doing?
Good. How are you, man?
I'm all right, man. I'm hanging in there. I'm trying my best. No, but I'm figuring it out. You know.
What's wrong? What's wrong, Gek?
Oh God, I don't want to look, man. Here's the thing. I'm just not interested in farting out diarrhea of my life and in this very moment I would prefer actually for you to diarrhea what's going on in your life. So please diarrhea into my ears.
I mean, I honestly didn't expect to get on here. So yeah, I had a topic to talk about, not really necessarily about my life. I don't know if you want to hear about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, yeah, I've been interested in Bitcoin for a while. Is that something that interests you?
Sure, man. We can talk about Bitcoin.
Do you think it's what's your opinion on it? I'm sorry. Do you care at all? Like, do you care at all?
Do I care at all about Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Do I care at all about Bitcoin?
Like, what do you think? Yeah, what do you think about it?
Do I care at all about Bitcoin? It's a thing. I don't know. Does it do anything? Can you use it?
Like, can you, like, are you saying, can you spend it at a store?
Yeah.
Like on Amazon or something?
Yeah.
No. You can't spend it on Amazon quite yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you care about Bitcoin?
I do. Yeah.
Tell me why you care about it. Fuck me.
I mean, I'll tell you my story.
Tell me your story.
I guess.
Tell me your story.
Okay. Well, you know, so since I was 18, like in high school, I was always interested in, like, I got interested in, like, the stock market and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, like, that interested me. I started learning about investing, and then kind of go into, like, this was pre-COVID. So, like, pre-COVID, investing was different, I'd say. Right? Like, you learn about investing and you're like, oh, dividend stocks. Oh, you could make 3 cents per share if you buy, I don't know, Coke or Pepsi or something. This is sounding boring. Sorry. This isn't very entertaining, I guess.
Listen, man, I am here to listen to you talk. So, dear God, just go ahead.
All right. Yeah, so, started investing into, like, dividend stocks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, well, this is going, I start to build up a little bit of a position, get a couple, like $1,000 or $2,000. I'm 18 at the time, so, like, I'm young. So, a couple thousand's pretty good for me, I guess. And then COVID hit. And, like, I started learning about real estate, too. I started learning about all that kind of stuff, like how the market works and how all of this happens and all of this stuff. But then COVID kind of changed everything for me in my, like, life perspective, I'd say, as it did for everybody. Because, like, when you're working hard for your money and then the government can just print $1,200 to everybody, that really changed my mindset. And, like, I don't know, I'm on more of like a investing side of the internet. So, like, you see the Fed chairman go out and say, oh yeah, we have unlimited cash to hand out to people that need money. Well, it's like, well, I work for my money. We don't have money printers. We can't just print money. So, yeah, I started looking into money. I'm like, this whole, and then I started doing research, and then you find out, like, okay, well, they say the stimulus check isn't going to cause inflation, but for a fact it is. And then Jerome Powell and all of these people say, oh no, inflation, that's not going to happen. And then inflation happens, and then they're like, okay, well, inflation is transitory. And then, well, you're like, well, you're lying, because this is a lot of money, and inflation isn't transitory. It's going to keep happening for years. It's
okay. You know what? You're right. This is getting a little boring.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
That's okay. But
anyways,
what do you want to do with all your money, man? What do you want to do with it? What's the point? What's the goal?
What do I want to? So basically, a lot of people. So my perspective is that Bitcoin is the new revolution, the new money of the world. I think it is the best invention to ever, one of the best inventions ever created. I think the story of Bitcoin is very interesting. I think a lot when I talk to people about it, it's either something like this, it's boring. My story's boring about it, whatever, or it's a scam, or, and it's like, how do I go about talking to people about Bitcoin, in a better fashion?
Listen, man. How old are you?
24.
24, and you wanna? What do you want to do with all your? Because here's. Let me tell you something. One day you're gonna have $1 million, right?
You think so?
Yeah. One day you're gonna have $1 million. What are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna? What are you gonna do? What do you want, a Lambo? You want to fucking do nothing? What do you want to do?
I just want to take care of my future family and stuff. Nothing crazy, probably.
That's pretty good. Good. All right. Well,
this is very boring. I'm not really interesting. I mean,
it's not. Hold on. Just hold on, man. Why don't we don't need to? We're just talking. We don't need to be talking and also having hitting ourselves with judgment calls as to whether or not we're interesting or boring, or we don't have to.
Well, I mean, you did just say it was kind of boring.
I was being funny. I mean, also it is kind of boring, but we can withhold our judgment calls on ourselves. Okay, and I'm not saying. Hold on. Sure, the conversation that we were having was boring, but we don't. But you, I would never say that you are a boring person or you are not an interesting person. As a human being, your essence. I would never say that. And I wouldn't want you to say that about yourself. You know, we're just talking. I mean, we could talk about a billion different things. I don't want you to walk away from this conversation thinking that you yourself are inherently not interesting. Even if I like talking about stocks and things, you know, but in this very moment, perhaps I am not that interesting. Perhaps you are not that interesting in this very moment, but we've lived long lives. We're going to keep living long lives. We'll be more things at more moments. We don't have to fucking say that we're one thing forever and in the future and forever in the past. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah,
that's my takeaway from this conversation about Bitcoin. So don't beat yourself up about it, man. You're plenty interesting. You're a human being alive on the the fact that you are a conscious being is an insane thing. So just keep being that, and you're inherently interesting, and whatever you do on top of that is interesting.
You know what, Geck? I think you're just, to be honest, I think you're just saying a bunch of words to get me off the call. I think that's where this is going.
Eventually, we'll have to end the call. But do you think I don't mean the things I'm saying to you right now?
I mean, not necessarily, no. Honestly, no.
You mean no as in you believe? No as in you think I don't believe them, or no as in you? What?
I don't think you believe the words that you say.
Well, you know what? I do
right now.
And if you don't want to believe them, that's on you. But I believe them.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, what's your name again?
Anthony.
I sincerely hope.
Are you religious?
No,
Yeah,
I'm not.
Sorry.
I'm not religious.
Really? Why?
I don't know. I grew up a little religious. Are you religious?
Recently, I've been getting religious. Yeah.
Way into Jesus?
Yeah, I actually just got baptized on Sunday. So.
Well, good.
That's actually
good, man.
Cool.
Listen. Here's the thing: is
Do you talk about it?
What's that again?
On here? Do you talk about it on here?
Do I talk about what on here?
Religion?
Sometimes.
Okay.
And you know what? All right, this is the last thing I'm going to say because I believe these things I'm saying, and I'm going to say them to you in finality. I genuinely believe you're going to make $1 million. Jesus is going to guide you. You think I'm fucking lying to you? I'm being 100% serious. You're going to make $1 million. You're going to find a beautiful wife. You're going to have children. You're going to long forget. When you're like 45 years old and you have a beautiful wife and children and you're taking them to church and you have a bunch of money, it'll have been 20 years since you even ever thought about this phone call. And you're going to be, I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but I just know in my gut, you're going to be living a happy and nice life. And you think I'm just saying this to you to get you off the phone. I'm gonna get you off the phone just because I am.
But the point.
But you think I'm fucking bullshitting you, and I mean what I'm saying 100%.
Okay. Look, I started getting into Bitcoin because of the money. I think it's bigger than just the money. I think it's about the whole system of government. You know, people, on the left, they say it's because of capitalism. I think that the fiat currency system is the problem. So like when you say, oh, I'm going to make $1 million, I don't really have that exact perspective. You know what I mean? Like, I don't look at the world through a dollar perspective, if that makes sense.
It does make sense.
That sounds kind of corny. But
you look at. I get it. I get it. You think in terms of value now, not in terms of dollars.
Right. Because of.
I understand, but you're hold on. You're getting lost. But you're getting lost in the semantics. You will have $1 million. You will have whatever the equivalent of $1 million is but it's not gonna matter. What's gonna matter is you're gonna have a wife and children and Jesus, and that's gonna guide you through this insane experience of being alive. And that's what I have to say to you. And I'm extremely happy for you. I think you're gonna fucking blow it out of the water. And you really do think I'm being facetious right now, and I just swear on my child's life that I'm not.
Don't swear on your child.
I'm swearing on my first child's life I'm not being facetious about any of the things I'm saying to you. I think you're gonna have a good life because you're guided, but you seem sane. I mean that in my gut. That's how I feel. Is you seem sane.
We're gonna end the call, but really, last thing I'm gonna say is, and it's about religion and Jesus. And if you care about the truth in life, you want truth, I would say, really from historical evidence, ask yourself these questions.
There's no fucking truth, Anthony. There's no fucking truth. There's your truth. There's my truth. There's 8 billion truths.
That's not the perspective I have, but I'm gonna leave you.
No, exactly. That's what. Hold on. What you just said proves my point. That is not the perspective that you have. We have two different perspectives. We have two different truths.
That's not necessary because say you don't believe in God and I do, and Jesus is real and God is real, and you think that when you die, you just go into the ground and you become fertilizer, but that's not true. There is one truth. You know what I mean? Do you see what I'm saying?
Look, right? The sky is blue, but if I say it's green, that's my vote in reality. And reality is kind of reality. What is truth?
Truth is what the truth is. It's the facts.
God, you're gonna have such an awesome life. I really believe that.
What do you
You're
mean?
gonna have such an awesome life.
If you said the sky was green, that's not true.
You're gonna have an awesome life for multiple. You're gonna have an awesome life for multiple reasons. Is one, you're gonna find some other super Christian lady, and you guys are gonna start a Christian household. Your life is gonna have direction to it, guided by Jesus and God. You're going to raise Christian children. You're going to get involved in the church community. You're going to make smart financial decisions and be able to send your kids to You're going to have a great life, Anthony.
Dude, I appreciate that, man.
I really believe
you're going to have a great life too, Gecko.
I don't know what's going to I don't know what's going to happen to me, but I know you're going to have a great life, and you have your own truth. That's what's exciting to me about your life, is that you have your own truth. I'm sort of searching for some version of truth right now. But you have your own truth. That's great. I'm excited for you, and I swear on the future of not only America but also of the UAE. I swear on the future of St. Lucia. I swear on the future of the state of Montana, and I swear on my cousin's life that you're going to have a great life, because I believe in it so heavily. And you think I'm being facetious, but I'm not.
Awesome.
I was not, you know what? Yeah. Oh, go ahead. All right, go ahead. You have something else?
Well, I was just gonna go back to the 3 questions. Right?
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna end it before you get into the 3 questions. But
why?
Because we're gonna go in circles. But Anthony, I love you so much.
No, I'm literally gonna leave you with
Anthony,
this.
I love you so much. You're gonna have a great life, and I will see you. Hopefully, Anthony, if there is one truth, Anthony, shut the fuck up. Anthony, if there's one truth, Anthony, shut up for a second. I hope there is one truth, and that I see you in heaven. And I will talk to you around. I'll probably never talk to you again. But I think you will have an awesome life, and I love you very much. I'll see you around. Hopefully, we will. I'll see you in heaven. Okay, I'm gonna hang up on you. Bye. That was Anthony. I know we're gonna get. Hold on. A few things to clear up. I know we're gonna get a ton of negative comments about Anthony, and I will defend him against all of those negative comments because I believed it deeply in what I said to him just now. I believe he's gonna have a good life. He's gonna raise nice children. He'll never I don't think. Can I share something? Maybe it's a little bit depressing, but I saw a comment on the internet, which is where I go to receive all of my best information. I saw a comment on Reddit. If ignorance is bliss, is clarity misery? I don't want to say that Anthony is ignorant. I actually take that back, but I think in Anthony's belief, he finds meaning and happiness. And I think he's going to have a good life because of that. And I think that because I just think he'll be okay. I mean everything I said. I swear that I mean everything I said on the state of Montana and on the UAE and on yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. You'll be fine. Go if you're thinking about writing some fucking comment, you can, but you'll be fine and he'll be fine and everything will be fine.
Joe.
Hello?
Hey, man. How are you?
Hey, what's up, man? I'm okay, man. How are you?
Good. I'm actually working from home today.
Very nice. What do you do?
I trained as a physical oceanographer.
Hey, what? Say that one more time.
A physical oceanographer. So I do physics.
Physical oceanographer. Wow.
So I don't do like dolphins or whales or any of that stuff, but just, how currents move around the ocean.
Wow. How currents move around the ocean. Is that exciting stuff?
It can be if you want to know where trash is going, or if I suppose if you're a government and you want to sue another government, for polluting your water, it could be exciting. But yeah, no, it's cool.
Very nice. Very nice. Josh, you said?
Joe.
Joe.
I mean, you can call me Josh, but I'm Joe.
That's very sweet that I can call you that if I want. Joe, is there anything in particular that you wanted to talk about today?
Not much. I actually wasn't even expecting to get through. It's been, an easy day. I figured it'd be fun just to shoot the shit. Saw your streaming, and so you just got back from Japan, and
I did.
Welcome back to the States, I guess.
Thanks, buddy. Well, let's see. What gives you meaning in life, Joe? Why do you wake up in the morning and do anything?
Well, these days, I just had, it feels like just yesterday, but I've got a 2-year-old at home now.
Oh, nice.
And that's quite bizarre. I think about a year ago, I had been reaching out to you. I'd been processing a lot. You have a kid, and suddenly everything feels like it changes in terms of priorities.
Yeah, tell me about that.
What you do, and it's like, so more often these days, it's you get up and you do your job because, well, you have to, not necessarily because you like it. And I felt like in my 20s, I could just kind of fuck around, and if I didn't make money, it was just me. It wasn't really high stakes. Now there's a being that actually depends on me. So it's, sometimes you put up with more things than you probably would have when it was just you. Yeah. But no, there's having, so goddamn. Let's see, like 10 years ago. What year is this? 2025. 15 years ago. Holy shit. 15 years ago, when I started studying oceanography, my mom had died, you know, I kind of went into this phase of just kind of like putting my head down and doing work, and then it was more trying to travel and, you know, kind of figure out what the hell this whole thing is that I'm living. And I don't know. I can't even believe 15 years has gone by to get to this point. But I moved around a lot, like basically every 2 years, went to another state, tried another job. You know, I just really, the partner got pregnant, and we had to figure out.
Oh, sorry, you cut out after you said that you moved states every 2 years.
Oh, yeah, no. So it's just after a while of doing that, my partner got pregnant, and we had to figure out how we were going to accommodate, you know, another person. We had been living like in a little 500 square foot apartment with a dog and a cat already. And it was like, you can't, it wasn't, I don't know, it just didn't seem like it was going to be I don't know, a nice, comfortable space to have a family. And so we ended up moving to a very rural area. This is not like a lot to do, but I don't know, it just opened up some opportunities since folks were getting more comfortable with like remote work. Started working for myself and just doing consulting and other things on the side, and eventually became enough to keep it going. But now, you know, with the kid being here, it's, you start taking jobs that you know, years ago I would have turned down, but now you just kind of do them because, well, it's work. Not necessarily supposed to enjoy it, but you need to keep the, you know, keep the beast fed, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, how old are you now?
I am 34.
And how do you feel about life compared to when you were in your 20s? Do you feel better about it? Do you feel worse about it? Do you feel different about it?
Way better. I mean, I was just, I don't know, shoving a lot of shit down in my 20s, and it is just like, I think the moving was just like running constantly, just not really wanting to process deaths in my family and all that.
Well, yeah. What do you feel like you were running from, I suppose?
Well, so, I mean, my mom had shot herself, and I was trying to understand, you know, where that capacity to do something like that came from. And I'd have nights, you know, I ended, you know, smoking weed a lot, and I started to have problems with alcohol a little bit, and kind of went through these like sort of roller coaster phases of like, no, I'm going to be clean and sober, and sometimes I was like, fuck it all, who cares? And I think, but there was a lot of the times when I was in those like those darker phases, it was just thinking about where that capacity comes from. Is it like a genetic thing? Is it you know, is it really brain chemistry, or was there just like a certain set of circumstances that drove her to that? And you know, what didn't help that, you know, 3 to 4 years after that, my uncle did the same thing on my dad's side. So it's like, okay, now I got two sides of the family that are offing themselves for, you know, whatever reason. Which, and I don't think I really ever got a straight answer from folks about like what was really going on, because like a lot of the family just doesn't want to talk about it. But yeah, there was a lot of processing of death in my 20s that I didn't think I'd have to confront that young. You know, I did start going to therapy and really digging into that, and that was actually kind of hard to talk about. That first, yeah.
So what's giving you life now? What's making you feel better now?
Well, I like that I've got a house that I can't. I know it's a very hard thing to get to these days, but it's something, you know, I don't own it yet. I'm paying a mortgage, but I've got something. I've got land enough to where I can spend time out in the yard with my partner and the kiddo, and we're, you know, starting a garden, and that's growing.
I can kind of I can get up and work at really flexible schedules. I think I'm very blessed that situation ended up working out pretty good. I like throwing pottery. That's been neat getting into it. I didn't realize it when I moved to where I moved to, but there's a really cool pottery tradition in this area. People doing wood firing and digging up their own clay, and it's pretty neat.
What part of town are you in?
Western North Carolina.
Western North Carolina. Pretty good.
So
Pretty
not Asheville, but it's something a little bit more affordable.
I've heard Asheville is like a crazy like a hippie place now.
It is, and I went there like 10 years ago, and it was pretty cool. And then I went there 2 years ago, and the street smelled like piss.
They got hit pretty hard with some natural disasters, didn't they?
Yeah, last fall, Helene. Yeah. Their whole water system got knocked out there. I actually have a cousin out there, and she's still getting, I don't want to say rationed water, but they got to go with the jugs to a truck and get fresh water. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Have you been?
No, I don't think I've been. Although I'd like to do a show there at some point. I'm sure that there's listeners of this podcast that live there.
Yeah. I mean, you've been to Charlotte, but yeah, going from Asheville to Charlotte, that's a 2-hour drive.
Yeah.
For folks coming further west, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see, John. Let me see if the chat has any questions for you. Maybe. Sure. Let's see.
Sure,
Does
man.
the chat have any questions for said, "Ayo, pottery is so fun. Get involved if you can and are interested. Best choice I ever made."
Yeah, man, it's the shit. It's like, I don't know. Once you get some of the frustrating parts out, it's a lot of fun.
Someone said,
a lot of cool people.
Someone said, "Are there any UFOs in the sea?"
Are there So they're USOs, unidentified submerged objects.
Ooh.
I don't know. I tend not to look at that kind of stuff. It's weird. I'm an oceanographer, but I sit behind the computer most of the time. It's all, ocean forecasting and that kind of shit. My wife used to go out to sea. She did the real stuff. She'd be able to tell you, but she's actually doing a job interview right now. So
nice. See, someone wants to know, what do you think of the evolution of the Kelvin waves in the southeastern U.S. in the past 50 years?
Evolution of Kelvin waves in the southeastern U.S. aren't Kelvin waves?
Fuck! They fucking got you, bro. They got you.
Well, Kelvin waves are high frequency, so I don't know what they mean by evolution of Kelvin waves in the southeast. I don't know what is there. Is there? Maybe ask them if there's.
I think maybe they're just trolling.
What is there? New? Someone
wants to know: Do you scuba?
Do I scuba? No. I went for my cert in grad school and then never used it, and I just fell out of it. Yeah.
It's funny because your connection kind of sounds like you're calling me from under the sea.
Nah, man, I'm in rural North Carolina. The cell service is kind of shitty.
Okay, then finally, what someone wants to say: do you know Dr. Jeffrey Agnew?
Agnew. Like, I know Spiro Agnew, the dude who worked with Nixon, but no Dr. Jeffrey Agnew.
Well, let's see, John. I want to keep talking to you, but your connection has kind of been a little shitty. But it's great. Oh wait, okay, we have one more. Actually, we have a couple more questions I kind of want to ask. Let's see here. What's your favorite fish?
Favorite fish? I like flounders because they got two eyes on one side of their body. They're fucking weird. That, or if you haven't seen them, some people call them sunfish. Other people call them mulas. They look like a fish that got cut in half but is still living. They're weird. I like weird things.
Where is the biggest trash island, and can we live on that?
Can you live on? I mean, no one can stop you. I think some billionaires were trying to like do this. I think the biggest one is still in the Pacific. Most of the stuff I'm looking at these days, though, and this is just to explain my potential ignorance, if there's a bigger one than in the Pacific. But I'm looking in north of Europe, around the English Channel and all that, near civilization. But yeah, I think the Pacific is the biggest one and then the most disgusting.
Well, let's see.
Something about that.
John, I think, yeah, your phone is bad, but you're a good guy, and that's all that matters. Is there anything else? Too, oh, thanks, man. Is there anything else you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
No. Throw some pots, maybe. I don't know.
Beautiful.
Go for it.
All right, take care.
Sorry about the shady phone. Later.
No, it's okay, John. Take care, and good luck with your kid, all right?
Thanks, man. Bye.
Take care, brother.